All right, here we are live, the Awesome Dynamic Show, our webinar where we do a lot of different things. With me today, I have Blake Tintori. Say hello, Blake.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
I also have Terry Levin. Well, I should tell you, Blake helps us out with our SEO and Amazon consulting services. And then Terry Levin, you want to say hello?
Well, hi everybody.
All right, and Terry does he's our director of sales, brand new, and he's been really doing a good job. So both of you guys are doing a good job.
Well,
Um, then usually we have with us Robin Mordini. She heads up the SEO division of our company, but she's closing on a house, or actually just closed on a house not too long ago, and she may be joining us for the second half of the webinar here. One thing I like to, well, first off, general concept of this webinar is we'd like to help folks with any questions they have on any of the different things that we do. Essentially, it's our hour a week to give out free advice on how you can help yourself online, whether that's with your website, getting more leads from your website, how to make it function or generate leads better, how to get found on Google, how to get in front of your competitors on Google, different search results, keywords, etc. We also have a new lead from Amazon, and that need some help getting their products listed on Amazon, and we do that for folks too. But if you need any advice on that, we can certainly help. And we also do virtual tours. I'm going to share my screen and go to the Awesome Dynamic website here really quick. Oops, that's the Academy, which I'll talk about in a second. AwesomeDynamic.com. And here it comes up. So get found on Google, mobile-friendly web design, get seen by millions on Amazon, and virtual tour of Google of your business on Google. That's something that we do as well. In fact, we just shot a tour for a sports bar in McHenry, Illinois, not too long ago. So that was we're looking forward to having that one go up. So we're getting a lot more of those done. The other thing we have is the Awesome Dynamic Academy. We're extremely close on launching this live. For some reason on my computer only, it doesn't show the logo. I know what this issue is, but we haven't gotten that solved yet. But get found on Google. This product is really neat because you're able to pay $50 a month and access all sorts of different courses that we have, over 100 courses on how to help yourself with SEO online. So this is a new product we're really looking forward to launching. And these webinars that you watched are actually located on this website, awesomedynamicacademy.com. You can click on the webinars here and see all the past webinars that we've had. Blake takes the show notes, right, Blake?
Yes, sir.
And any details about resources or anything else that we go over are listed specifically in the show notes under there, so you can get to those resources that we talk about during the webinar. And just to give you an idea, coming back to the Awesome Dynamic Academy, you go to the Lessons tab, you can see all the different things we have lessons built on. There's videos, resources, etc. So we're really excited to offer that product. We also have what was I say? I think I was just going to start talking about something that I think I was just rambling on here. So that being said, the let me see. You have the Q&A. So we have the Q&A portion of the webinar here. So at any time, you're able to click in the lower right-hand corner. There's going to be a button, if you're logged in with your Google account, to click Ask a Question. So any questions that you have, we're able to answer those questions as I mentioned before. Submit your questions there. If you're joining us and you have anything else or you even share who you are and what your website is, we can do like an audit of your website and tell you what you could improve, which can always be helpful. So we're always happy to help, and we'd like to know who's joining us in the webinar, so we can give you some specific advice for your particular situation. So that being said, before I get into any specific content, I know we did have some folks that Terry had met over the last week that said that they might attend the webinar today. So if you're joining us, please let us know that you're here so we can see if we can answer some of your questions. Also, Terry, you've been doing a lot of different networking over the past few weeks, talking more and more about some of the different things we do. Was curious if you had any other specific questions about anything that we do, or questions that you're getting from folks that you're talking to about online presence, Amazon stuff, etc.
Well, I think the one thing that I've had some people ask about, as a lot of people may or may not know, we do some consulting for a lot of these issues or things that you've discussed, SEO, Amazon selling, etc. So a couple times the question has come up, we're going to sign up for X amount of hours, and what if I get my issue taken care of right away, or am I going to be able to use that time, to help me in some of the other functions that you guys are working with?
Yes, and the answer is absolutely yes. So if we're able to solve your issue on that, due to the ever-changing world of technology and how things change very quickly, there's probably always going to be an issue that comes up that we're able to help with. And the other thing we can do is if there's a bank of time left on something that we're doing. There's plenty of things we could do keyword research on for somebody. So that's something where people are always wondering. In fact, I was working with a client today, and they're thinking about launching a new product on Amazon, and it's going to be related to crafting. So it's like organizing craft materials for people who like crafting. And they were asking me, okay, well, what words should we use to call this product? Do we call it a craft organizer? Do we call it craft organization system? And that can apply not only to searches that people are doing on Amazon or what people are looking for on Google. So that's something where just doing the keyword research and making decisions based on real data is of critical importance. So I know the one client that you had mentioned, Terry, is looking to sell children's clothes online. So one of the things that they may be doing is calling the children's clothes. They might be using those words exactly, but there might be other words that could rank better, or more people are searching for. So if they've gotten their questions answered and they're just curious, well, what should I be doing, or is there anything that I'm doing that you could give me more advice on to do better with my online presence in general? That's something where say, sure, we can do that. We can look into it more. So when they engage with us with some consulting initially, we're of course wanting to answer their exact questions. But then if they open up the floor and essentially say, what could I be doing better? Can you give me some advice on anything? That kind of opens the door for us to use some of that time to look into their specific situation, do some research to see what their competition's like, give them specific recommendations that will help them improve their bottom line across the board.
Great.
So, is that a good answer?
Yep, very good.
All right. Anything else that you've been coming across at all?
No, I don't think so. Not offhand.
Okay.
That seems to be the one I've heard quite a bit the last several days. So I want to make sure we cleared that up.
All right. Okay. Blake, any comments or questions about anything that you've been working on recently that might be of value for people to learn about?
It's a great question. We definitely have many services that I don't think everyone's fully aware of, but we highlight SEO, Amazon consulting, but if you need an indoor virtual tour of any of your businesses, we have a very professional team that takes care of that. We're one of the few Google trusted agencies who they actually trust to do such tours for you, and we'd be happy to do that, and that's only going to help your online presence, your SEO value, and rankings essentially. And I also wanted to point out that our Awesome Dynamic Academy is, although in the works, it really is a phenomenal do-it-yourself course that if you don't have or if you don't want to spend or don't have the money to spend on a typical fairly pricey SEO package, because it is very in-depth and intense and not an easy thing to do. We've put a lot of hours into that, and we highlight it a lot, but it is true. We've created this great course for people, and it's close to being done, and I think all of us here are very proud of it, and don't hesitate to check it out.
Very good. All right. Was hoping to get some of the folks that that said they were going to be in the webinar here to answer some of their specific questions, but I'm not getting anything through the question and answer area. So I think what we can do, Blake, if you could take a look. I know we talked about redoing the factual thing that we did last week because the video didn't come through as we expected. I was wondering if there's anything else that we could cover on that list of topics. Would you mind checking into that real quick?
Absolutely.
While I talk about a couple other things. Just taking a look at one of the trainings that we did today with a client. One of the important things, and I always like to bring up this chart because it is so important to think about, what are you doing that matters? And so many folks, and I'm going to make sure my screen is being shared here. I'll force that up. Present to everyone. So my this survey, Moz.com, they do a lot of statistical analysis of why things work the way they do with search engine optimization. So when you're wondering why am I ranking or why am I not ranking for these different key terms that I think I should be, this little pie graph for 2015 gives you some insight into what actually affects your ability to rank. So taking a look at this chart here, Google, or it says My Business Signal, so the categories, keywords, proximity, etc., to where you're located on Google My Business accounts for 14.7% of why you rank, at least locally, in search results here. And then external location signals, that's NAP, which is name, address, and phone number consistency, and also citation volume, meaning directory listings that are out on the internet. That accounts for 13.6% of why you rank online. And I did a training today with one of our clients on how to change all those citations, and it is a very arduous, monotonous, boring. Let's see if I can figure out any other words from my thesaurus here of how irritating it is to do these things, to figure out how to get all these directory listings consistent, but it does factor in largely as 13.6% of the pie here of why you rank online, and getting that fixed up is so important. And then I hear a lot of folks say, do social media, get on Facebook, do all these different things here. That's important for getting your brand exposed to different folks, but and reaching out to folks and maybe directly connecting with folks. But when it comes to ranking in Google, it only accounts for 5% of why you rank there. So getting your keywords and your titles, making your getting your NAP consistent with your business listing on your website, and doing things on your website to make it better in general accounts for 20.3%, which is, again, way more than the 5% here. And then links coming into your site account for 20% of why you rank, and that's pertains to anchor text, which is the words that are linked that come back into your website from somewhere else out on the internet. And then also linking domain authority, meaning the websites that are linking to your site, are they good websites or are they crap websites? So if you pay a company to give you backlinks and they do those on a whole bunch of really poor websites that don't have a high domain authority, you're actually moving yourself down the search results as opposed to up. So I know a lot of folks, they just pay somebody to do this stuff for them, and maybe they're paying like $300 a month or something like that. And sorry, Blake's messaging something that distracted me, and it's okay, Blake.
I apologize. Yeah.
I asked you to message me, but getting back to this, a lot of people are paying a service like, let's say, Dex Knows or like Yelp, $300 a month, and they say they're going to do something to improve their position online, but the fact remains, you need to ask, what exactly are they doing for you? And ask those hard questions, and a lot of times they give you extremely vague answers because they're really not doing much at all. They're just taking your money and maybe doing one or two things a month for you that really aren't bringing you a lot of value. So when you pay those services, it's important to know that you're actually getting something out of it and you're able to measure it. So that's one thing that we really advocate, is measuring your results, and one way you can do that, even if you are paying one of these companies or you are paying someone to help you with their Facebook, or even doing stuff on your own Facebook, is look at your Google Analytics and find out, is this actually making an impact on my website at any point? So let's see what Blake says to me here.
Well, I figured we can go over the fact that Google Analytics, well, Google themselves have a Google Analytics training course and quizzes that go along with it. And we know how important, or should be important, for clients and businesses to actually set up an analytics dashboard as soon as they can. Figure we can quickly go into that and show that there's another self-help tool that Google offers for free, and it's very resourceful for any business and user.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea, and what I would like to do is see if we can use the analytics for closet organizer systems. So, but you don't want to look into the analytics themselves. You're saying let's talk about the resources that they have available. Is that
right?
Correct?
They have a training course, and it's about 6 units, I think, and I'm actually almost done with it myself as part of Robin's SEO training program, and it's been very resourceful and full of information, and the quizzes are not hard, but they're not easy, so you can't just fly through them, and you actually have to pay attention throughout the course to make it worth your while.
Excellent. I noticed that our viewership has changed, the number of viewers has changed, and wanted to welcome whomever you are to our webinar. If there is a question and answer button on the lower right-hand corner of your screen if you're logged in with your Google account, and you can press that button. I think it's green, and you could tell us that tell us who you are and what your website is. If you have any questions that we can answer for you about how to rank better on Google, how to get more leads from your website, how to sell product on Amazon, etc., we'd be happy to answer those questions for you. But until we see you put through that question, we're going to just talk a little bit about some of the resources that are available through the Analytics Academy. And Blake's reporting, even though, so Blake, you're saying that the camera's focused on Terry right now, even though I have it set to show my screen. So you know what I'm able to do, Blake, that I just realized now, is I can hide Terry from the broadcast, and I can hide your notes from the broadcast, which should force my screen to come up. And Blake, you can leave yourself off if you want to leave yourself off mute, that's fine. But tell me now. I know there's a little delay on your screen there. I want to make sure that we got the correct screen being broadcast. So when you see that, let me know, Blake. What are you seeing now? You're on mute, just so you know. Maybe Blake got attacked by zombies and he's gone.
Uh-oh.
All right. All right. Well, once Blake comes back, we'll take a look at that. But again, the new viewers that are here, please post your question either here in the webinar, or I'll open up the page as well where you can post your questions on the event itself. I'll pull that up so you can see what that looks like. So Terry, just so you know, they can actually go in here and we can monitor. See, this is showing what's currently going on. So see how your face is on there?
Yeah, lovely.
All right, and Blake tells me he's still in on the webinar, but he can't access his audio to tell us what's going on. But he's going to report to me in just a second here what people can see. So I want to make sure we're forcing the right screen to show. And he's typing to me now. Ooh, we do have somebody, Ashley. So I'm going to post her question up. So Ashley says, my name is Ashley. I'm a recent grad looking to get into marketing. I've been doing social media marketing on a consult basis. I'm also trying to learn as much as I can. Thanks. So Ashley, I hope that we're able to get you some valuable information. If you have any specific questions on anything that we do, please post your questions. So I'm curious if you could post some of the stuff that you learned in your marketing class at school. because I'd love to know what they're teaching these days. One thing that I had mentioned in the past was the curriculum that they write in school can often be out of date extremely quickly. So I remember when I was teaching web design at CLC, the curriculum was actually 5 years out of date. So I just told them don't use your book, and we'll talk about the things that are actually happening right now. So let me see. Blake is. See, maybe add my screen back in. So I'll add you back in, Blake, and we'll see if you can talk. Show and broadcast. All right, so Blake, try and.
I can now.
Oh, you can now. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I hide your from broadcast, now try talking. It is muting you. Show and broadcast.
Yeah, so you might have to keep me there to talk.
Huh. That's weird. Now, when I had you hidden, did it still broadcast to your laptop?
It did.
Okay.
Just for some reason blocks out my voice.
Okay. So it hides you completely. Now, there's a control panel here. Let me see. Ah. All right. So there is a control room here for the broadcast. So I can. Let's see. Just your audio level, and you should see something happening on your screen right now, Blake. Do you? Awesome Dynamic Tech Solutions is adjusting your audio level.
Yep.
Okay. So I can hide your screen. Now say something, Blake.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Okay. So now I'm going to hide Terry's screen. Okay. So then it should only show mine now.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Okay. So we figured out how to solve that problem. That's awesome. Okay. So we'll talk about this. So Blake, you were up. Well, I'll answer Ashley's question. She says, yeah, we focus more on focusing in on audience and how to reach them rather than the logistics of the platform for that very reason. So she's saying that that curriculum could be out of date there. So yeah, Ashley, any specific questions that you have, please ask us. We'd love to get into those. One thing that we're going to cover really quick here, per Blake's suggestion, is just some of the resources that are available for free online to learn about Google Analytics, which allows you to find out what exactly is happening on your website, where your traffic's coming from. Is it coming from Facebook? Is it coming from search results? What pages are they going to? How long are they spending? There's tons of information you can get. So, Blake, give me a little tour. Is this what you've been working on as part of your training?
Yes, that's actually all of their courses. I'm specifically focusing on one course, which is essentially the beginner's course, Course 01. They don't put it near the top, but here, I'll link you that. If you go to that link, and I'll watch your screen.
Here it is.
Perfect. And I'm pretty much on Unit 4. I'm at the end of Unit 4, and I still have 5 and 6 in the final assessment. But really, what this is a crash course, beginner's course on the fundamentals of using Google Analytics, and they do a great job of describing as if you were a beginner and a non-advanced user for anything, and they just do a really great job at it. And I think this is a very valuable resource to anyone looking to use Google Analytics, because it is such a powerful tool for SEO and especially people who do consulting, like supposedly Ashley and our company, and lets you know the ins and outs of how Google tracks users and uses that information to empower their ads and their software and their business, and the whole nine. So if you maybe want to just expand each unit and quickly go over it, and we'll be done with this video, and give people just a small
taste of what they have to expect.
Yeah, there's videos. It's pretty much a video per unit. Some units have more, I guess you would say, modules or courses per unit, but essentially, this is what you get. And then their quiz is not easy, but it's not difficult. So you do need to pay attention and maybe take some notes. But definitely a great way to not master Google Analytics, but become better than a beginner, and make better business decisions off real data, which Google Analytics gives you. Take out some of the guesswork. And,
nice, and it looks like they have little quizzes per unit as well.
Absolutely. I haven't got to the final assessment yet, but yep, that's what you get.
Fantastic. They send you a $50, it looks like a $100 gift card when you pass, right? I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
So, no, this is great, and I wonder. So these videos are directly tied into this unit. This is great. The other place that I remember when my wife was learning everything. If you go to YouTube and search analytics for agencies, there's actually these analytics for agencies 1, and then if we go to their channel, you can see that there's several videos here. There's like 6 hours worth of videos to watch and learn a whole bunch of different aspects of how Google Analytics works. But it looks like this resource that you're working on, Blake, is actually a little bit more comprehensive and steps you through each of the different fundamentals in a very logical order. Would you say that's the case?
Absolutely. It's literally in a logical order, and it's nice for learning. And the other good part is Google Analytics isn't it's definitely a tool you're going to want to use as any business or company. So using this course is going to be probably the best start you can if you don't want to pay anyone or go to a class or essentially consult. This is just a great start to getting started. And if you pass this and want to learn more, they have what you had on your screen a little bit ago, probably 4 more courses that start getting more advanced and in depth. So yes, right there, perfect. So you can essentially, that's where it starts, is the digital analytic fundamentals. I don't know why they put it on the bottom, but that's pretty much the beginners, and I would assume Google Analytics Platform is the second step up, but definitely plenty of information, many hours you could spend learning just about analytics through these courses, and they're all free, so a great resource for anyone.
Yeah, and analytics is free in general, so you can put it on your site, and if you haven't done it already, you need to do it right away so you know what's happening on your website. So
Absolutely.
it's an important piece to knowing what you're doing for your SEO is actually working or not. So great. I'm glad we were able to discuss that here. That's perfect.
Yes.
Okay. You said that was one easy topic that we could do. Ashley, if you're still with us, I was hoping to get some questions for you because I wanted to see if we get anything specific for you. But if you are looking to set up analytics, you actually just go to analytics.google.com, and I'm logged into my account, so of course a bunch of stuff comes up right away. But let's take a look. If I go in an incognito window, see, I should just be able to get analytics, turn insights into action, and then you have to sign in with a Google account to be able to set this up. Then they give you a tracking code, and then you're able to put that on your website. We actually have several videos that show you how to do all those different aspects of getting that set up. So, and Ashley, just you missed the first part here. We actually have an academy of the most up-to-date information on how to do SEO. That's the Analytics Academy, or the Awesome Dynamic Academy here, and we have all these lessons. So that one piece that you just heard Blake and I talking about for the analytics, that's going to be a video that's going to be attached to this course on our website here. So this is something where this is a paid course, $50 a month, but that's something where when you get to this area in the course, the video that you just saw, or that section you saw, is going to be embedded on this page in our academy that we're developing. Ashley says, is there a way to see what keywords are producing more clients than other keywords through Google Analytics? That's a great question. And the answer is yes. You can see it. Well, first off, it's a complicated answer. So first off, Google encrypted their search. I think it's over a year ago now. So a lot of the information that's coming to Google Analytics, we don't get to see what keywords people are searching. So the data that it's actually gathering for you is coming from other search engines, but obviously Google's the biggest one. So what we want to do to evaluate, well, which keywords are the best, there's one software that we really like using, and that's called Market Samurai. I'm going to pull that up on the screen so you can see what we use for keyword research. So Market Samurai. And this is something, Terry, you haven't seen this before, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So Samurai. I am a horrible speller. Did I get that right? No. So Market Samurai is a keyword research tool that we use. I believe it's $150 to buy this tool. And they actually have some great training videos along with their product to teach you how to do the keyword research. Do they have the pricing here? Buy now. They're just trying to convince you to buy it. But it's great. I mean, we use it all the time, and it produces excellent results. It's taken too long to get to the page. But this Market Samurai product allows us to measure several different factors. So there's four different factors to keyword research, and they have them listed here as golden rules here. So the first one is we want to make sure that the keyword is relevant. Second, we want to make sure it's high traffic, which is exactly what you're talking about, Ashley. Third is we want to assess the market competition, and then fourth, we want to assess the commerciality of the word. So what do all those mean? Relevancy means, let's say, if I was a financial planning firm and I wanted to rank for some keywords, would I want to rank for the keyword financial planner or a keyword that's how to plan for my retirement? So which keyword would be better? Well, financial planner is probably more relevant because if they're searching that word, they're looking to talk with a financial planner or looking to call or looking to take action on doing something with a financial planner or at least investigate one that's around town. But if they were if they were trying to rank for a word, how to plan for retirement, that could be where they're just looking for information on how to do it themselves. So is there a likelihood that keyword is going to result in converting that searcher into a buyer or a new appointment for a financial planner? And the answer is no. So it's less likely. So looking at one of the people that we work with, which is Trinell Financial Group, they're a financial firm in Libertyville. The Trinell. Going to come up? Yeah. So we could see we're actually going to be working on naming their different services based on the keywords that are most searched. So actually, financial. Hello, Robin. How are you?
Hi. Good.
All right. Glad you could join us. Closing go well?
Yep. Everything's good. Got it.
Fantastic. All right. Robin's proud homeowner now. And Robin, there's actually a tool in our webinar that allows us to control whose screen is broadcast. So I'm going to turn yours off, which will force mine to be on right now.
Okay.
So we were just we have somebody in our webinar here. Her name is Ashley. She's recently graduated and she with a marketing degree, and she was asking a question about. Let me see. Now it's not letting me get. Here it is. She asked, is there a way to see what keywords are producing more clicks than others through Google Analytics? Mm-hmm. So I was getting into the 4 rules of the of keywords and the fact that we use Market Samurai. So I'll continue with what I was saying there, and Robin, feel free to jump in with any comments. But I was saying if someone was ranking for financial planner versus how to plan for retirement, the intent of the search on how to plan for retirement is probably more likely to be how to do it themselves rather than taking action to hire a planner. So then the second golden rule is how to find high traffic keywords, which is essentially what Ashley's asking, and that's where this Market Samurai tool actually taps into Google AdWords. So I'm sure you've heard of Google AdWords. they provide a tool called the Keyword Planner, but Market Samurai actually plugs into that and makes it easier to do a whole bunch of searches right away to find what you're looking for. So you're able to connect it to the Google AdWords account and pull that data. And the AdWords, obviously they want you to buy the AdWords, but they have a whole bunch of data in that system that allows you to see if the search volume is high, medium, or low. So and you're able to restrict that by a geographical area, so you can see how many people are searching for, let's say, massage therapy in the Chicago area or in the Libertyville area, or you can actually expand out or change in the Google Keyword Planner tool. Market Samurai, you just kind of you can see nationally very quickly how much traffic can be expected for searches within within a geographical region over a certain period of time, like a month or so. So that's how you kind of get you can get that data out here. Then competition kind of gives you an idea, well, how quickly or how quickly can I rank for a keyword. So the easiest way to do that. So if I wanted to see how easy would it be to rank for financial planner, I can just go into Google here and type in financial planner. And just this is what shows up when I search the result. But to know the competition, I just put a double quote on either side of this thing. And this gives me a number right here. And there's 10,100,000 results, which is a lot. So if I whittle this down to in Lake County, we can see it drops down to 493, which is nothing. So this is a great keyword to rank for. If somebody wanted to put a page on their website and had these 4 words in a row and had that page optimized correctly for these 4 words, they could expect to rank very quickly for that keyword. So that's something that I'll probably be recommending to Trinell to put in, and then that would help them come up in here. It would help them come up in the organic results because they have a page that's optimized correctly for this keyword. So checking the competition of your keywords is critical. So if we say in Chicago, I would expect this would be more. 4,900 results. So it's a little bit more. Anything under 12,000 is relatively easy to rank for. Anything over that will take some time. So when you see something like 473, that means there's 473 pages on the internet that Google knows about that has these 4 words in a row, which means the competition's really low. Any comments on that, Robin? Did I leave anything out?
No, you pretty much covered it. I would just probably add that you can also ask customers or do like surveys to see what they would type into Google and generate a few more ideas that way. Then you can take some of those words and re-put them into the keyword planner.
Right. So great example is the one realtor that we're helping. He's located in Grays Lake, Illinois, and then there's sub areas or just subdivisions in Grays Lake, and one of them is called College Trail. And the fact that he's in the competition on this keyword is essentially non-existent. So he threw a page up on his website. You see 1,700 results. So he threw up in a page. I don't know if this was the exact key term, but whatever one it was had something to do with College Trail. He actually ranked right away. His website ranked right away for that key term because he put a site or put a page on his website with that term. So he's actually trying to get in front of this Homes by Marco guy. Blake just messaged me something here. All right. We will see if we can do that too. But coming back to Ashley's question, I wanted to finish up with the 4th rule, which is commerciality. And essentially what that means is are other folks paying for the ads for that word? So right now I am in a regular window that blocks all my ads, but we can do financial planner. So we can see all these ads that show up. These are the ads that get like 30% of the clicks, and everything in the middle, and the local and the natural results down here get about 70%. But when we do this search, these ads right here, they're paying money to get clicks for those different ads. And we can find out how much they're paying to jockey for this first position up here. And if we see for a particular keyword using that keyword planner tool that let's say they're paying $5 for this word, then we know that people are obviously find value in it, that they're willing to pay $5 for the word. So because people are finding value and paying for that $5 and they're getting value out of it, it's likely that that word is worth going after. So the opposite must also shows us something. So if we find what we think is a good word, it has high traffic, it has low competition, but no one's paying for this word, for that word, then we can assume that the word might not be as valuable as we think it is. So the example that I like to use to illustrate that is attorney, DUI, lawyer. We'll do lawyer in Chicago. So this, you can see a whole bunch of people are paying for ads on this, and I think the average amount they're paying is between $27 and $45 for one click. And if you think about it from their perspective, they get one person, they're going to get they could get a decent payday out of that. The lawyer can.
And I just want to point out that they only get charged when someone clicks on it, not if they show up.
Correct. So if I were to click this now, this costs this guy some money. But what was interesting when we did the keyword research for a person, Ashley said my screen isn't showing. Let's see. Questions. Your screen isn't showing. Thank you, Ashley, for letting me know. Let me see that. I just changed the setting here. I'll continue talking though. So the and Blake, you're running a separate test to make sure that what we are broadcasting is showing up. And Blake, are you seeing that still come up?
It is showing a blank screen. After I thought we had fixed it, I kind of minimized it because I have a lot of windows open, so that's partially my fault for not being proactive about making sure that screen's up. So I do apologize about that.
No, that's okay. I changed the setting on my computer to hopefully force the broadcast on my screen, and I'm hiding everyone else's screen. So that should fix the issue. Blake, if you let me know, I know there's a delay. Let me know if that's shown up at any time.
Yeah, it definitely looks like we're live, and looks like we have Elizabeth Hubbard with us as well.
Oh, okay. She said I'm a little bit lost. So here. So Ashley said
she probably couldn't see the screen as well, which we apologize, Elizabeth.
Yeah, we do apologize. Okay, Ashley says better. So Elizabeth, sorry for the technical difficulty, and thank you for joining us. And Elizabeth, if you have any specific questions about your situation, please post those here. But I want to finish answering Ashley's question, which is this fourth item, the commerciality. So the story that I wanted to tell is there was a lawyer in Chicago that wanted to rank for DUI attorney in Chicago. And we did the keyword research, and we found that the competition on this word, UI, everyone's paying $45 a click. So that's both are really good words to try and rank for. But we can see that lawyer in Chicago has 18,000. But if we turn this to attorney, NEY, 18,000 to 17,000. So at the time, these were not as even as they are here. Maybe if I do Chicago, I think that might be what it was. 11,000 there, and if I change this to lawyer, LAWER. Okay, so we can see there's a significant difference between them. One's 11,000 and one's 14,000. And the reason why, or that wasn't the case at the time, but the point that I'm trying to make is, if you find a golden nugget like this, lots of people are paying for this, but both of these words are incredibly easy to rank for because the competition is so low. So if either of these people spent their money on doing real SEO to rank them organically, as opposed to spending money in these AdWords, they could just show up in here in the organic area very easily and stop paying Google for every single click. So it's an opportunity that exists that they probably don't even know about.
And they'll get more traffic there in the organic area.
Absolutely. So I know that was a complicated answer to your question, Ashley, but I wanted to make sure I addressed all the different points there. But this keyword research tool, Market Samurai, it explains all this in much more detail. In fact, when you click on these different golden rules here, they have a video explaining that in great detail. So here's a 6-minute video just talking about relevancy. So then you can come back here and watch the next video that talks about high traffic keywords.
But
So
basically, all you want is a ton of traffic for that keyword and then really low competition. And there are very few words that you can find like that. I also just wanted to point out that on the Google Keyword Planner and Market Samurai, it's not like the end all of all keywords. If there's a very, very specific keyword that you want to rank for or something very super local in your area, those may not show up on those two keyword planners. So you can still try to rank for those and still look for them in Google, and people may still be typing them in. So those are definitely not to be discredited.
Right. And other ways to do keyword research in general is to just go into Google and type something, right? So DUI here in Chicago. And at the bottom here, wrong DIU. Let's get that corrected. And then down here, it gives us suggestions what other people might be searching. So they're suggesting that because obviously they're getting a lot of people who are searching those words. So using this information is definitely valuable. And
I like to call that like the mini Google keyword research tool, because if you go into the actually log in, it'll give you that list and a whole bunch more. So
nice. And then Elizabeth, Elizabeth has joined us. She does. She sells Funflectors on Amazon, as well as through her own website. But the same kind of keyword research is something you can do on Amazon.com. So I wanted to show you this, Elizabeth, since you're with us. So when I'm searching for things, let's say it's see. I type the word cookie. So let's say I'm selling something related to cookies, and I hit the space bar here, and I hit the A button. And it's going to show me searches that people are searching for. And I can just go to B, and I can go to C, and I just see the different things that people are searching for. So this is a great way for Amazon to essentially tell you, just going through the alphabet, what are some of the different combinations of things with cookies that maybe I'm missing that I should have in my keywords. So Google has the autocomplete option as well. So if I go to Google again and so S space and then A, it's going to show you same theory. It's going to show you some of the top searches based on what you're typing in. Cookies clothing. What is that? Oh, it's probably okay. I see. All right. So I hope that was valuable, Ashley. Please send us more questions. Go ahead, Robin.
Did you think that was clothing made out of cookies?
If only it was. I would be. It would be a great marketing strategy. I'd eat all my clothes, and then I'd have to buy bigger versions of them because I'd be getting larger. Let's see. Ashley, you missed the very first part of our webinar here. I covered the pie graph, Robin. Does this company's own social media platforms count towards backlinking? The answer is yes, but I want to show you this graph that we had up at the beginning, which is something we can revisit here.
And all of these are recorded, and we have the past webinars too, so you can go back on our YouTube channel and see all of the past webinars if you want to learn more too.
Absolutely. Let's see. Blake's reporting, and Blake, you can say that. For now, since we're not doing an official video, let me know. But he said the broadcast is randomly blacking out. I can't figure out why. Thoughts are when Robin or I talk, it attempts to broadcast their screen. So we'll have to, definitely address that later. But taking a look at the screen here, or let me see if this fixes it. So taking a look at this graph here, this is Moz is a company that does a lot of statistical information about SEO, and I apologize for anybody who's seeing this for the second time here, but these are all the different signals that affect ranking. So in 2015. So here we see that social signals, essentially Facebook likes, Twitter followers, activity in social media in general, only accounts for 5% of why you rank online. And link signals does account for 20%, and some of those link signals are coming from Facebook, but a lot of them, but whenever you do any sort of linking on a social media platform, all those links have what's called a no-follow tag on them, and so if all your links are coming from Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter, and all those links are no-follow, they're tagged with the no-follow attribute, and Google sees that all your links are no-follow, that's a very unnatural link profile. So you want to get follow links that aren't tagged with that attribute, no-follow, which are things that might come from news organizations or press releases or other people's blogs or other people's websites in general. So yes, the social media does play into the link signals coming back to the site, but it's only, they're all of one type, and that's the no-follow type. So I hope that answered your question. Let's see, Elizabeth has a question here. Thanks for the Amazon reference. It is there a way to see what keywords buyers use on Amazon to find your reflectors? And the answer is no, there's not. And I wish there was. However, when you start using the tool or using that method, Elizabeth, so going back to Amazon, use that method. So reflector. Let's see. What should we do? So what would we type? Let's see. Okay, so reflector. First, I'm going to find your product so I can talk intelligently about it. Safety reflector. Okay, so that's essentially the keyword. You have it in here. I know there's a whole bunch of keywords you can juice in the back end here. Robin's suggesting something too. I'll pull that up in a second, Robin. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do safety reflector, this is what comes up. But if I hit the space bar here, safety reflector, vest, lights, belts, jacket for dogs, these words that are here should be added to your keywords in the product detail listing for your page. Now, what you have is not a vest, and it's not a light, it's not a belt, it's not a jacket for dogs, or just using the word dogs is important. But people aren't going to see these on the front end, so you don't want to use these words on your listing detail in the bullets or the description, but in the back end of the listing, you're able to use certain words to essentially give Amazon signals that you should be coming up for those different things. So if you put these different words in there, your product will show up for those different things as well, which will give you a chance to present your product to somebody who might be looking, maybe they were looking for a jacket, but if they scroll through enough pages and they see your, you can see this one right here. Here's a keychain, very similar to what you have, but they're showing up, and this is obviously not a jacket, but the reason why this is coming up is because they use the word jacket in the keywords behind the listing.
See, I would say that you could use it in the visual part of the listing if you say something like very similar to, reflective lights.
Okay.
Or similar, yeah, something like that. If you work it into the language that's not deceiving, then you could work it into the front end. But if you have it in the back end, that's just as good.
Okay. Good comment there. I know specifically Elizabeth shared with me that she's gotten some bad reviews by people saying it doesn't light up, and she's like, well, it's a reflector. It's not. It doesn't glow. It just it reflects light. So.
Or you could put that right in the description. Very similar to a reflector light, but does not light up.
Right. Right. So
then you get the credit for the keyword.
So see how I'm just doing safety reflector B, so belts, C, E, driveway apparently, E. So you can do some So a lot of people get them for dogs and for kids. Apparently not for cats. Cats aren't important, I guess, according to Amazon. Or people aren't protecting their cats with reflectors. G. E. I already did those letters, didn't I?
Cats protect themselves, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Well, they have glowing eyes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a great way to look at this. And one of my listings that's on there, it's a jewelry tray set. Currently, it's a suppressed listing because there's some technical issue with the background. But jewelry tray set. Our listing was coming up like second here, and it was great. But we just kept searching for. We even went into other listings and started looking at, well, what words are they using, and started throwing them in there. And then after doing that, checking a day later to see if it ranked well in the Amazon interface. And it worked really well. So it's kind of like a trial and error thing. Amazon's ranking algorithm is not the same as Google's, but and the other big difference between ranking in Amazon and ranking in Google, having the version with the S and the version without the S is important. Or having the ed ending, the ing ending, all those things make a difference. Where and misspellings, sometimes that can make a difference in Google. Amazon's interface accounts for all that, so you don't have to add all those different versions of the ed ending. You don't need to have multiple sets of keyword phrases separated by comma. You just need to have one version of each word, and you use the 5 lines that it has to fill out those items. So I can't bring it up right now to show you what that looks like, but in Amazon it works a little bit differently than it does in Google. We're running out of time. We got 3 minutes left. So thank you both Ashley and Elizabeth for coming to the webinar this week. Sorry for any technical difficulties. Blake, can you report to me if you had had any issues once I changed that last setting, or has it been coming through pretty steadily?
It's been coming through pretty steadily for right now. I've also been muting my mic, but when Robin talks, I haven't seen much of a change. So whatever you've done seems to be helping right now. But we will do, for our viewers, we will be doing more quality assurance testing to make sure this isn't an issue in the future.
Okay. Robin also provided this. Camel is a website that helps you research products on Amazon. Enter Amazon keywords. Let's see. So I want to pull up. I don't have it open here, so let me funflector.com. We don't have any. Well, I'm pulling up her website, but we don't have enough time to go over this. But you can use this website. This is phenomenal. It gives you a ton of information. So Elizabeth, check this out. Maybe next week, if you come to the webinar, we can look into this a little bit more and get you some information. But this gives you a lot of information about Amazon products specifically, which is a really cool tool. Robin, have you used this personally?
Just when you showed me.
Okay. And Blake, I'm pretty sure you use this pretty often, don't you?
Yes, sir. Back in the Lego heydays, it was a very useful tool.
All right. But yeah, it's a good tool to research information on Amazon. So to do the wrap up, first off, Elizabeth and Ashley, thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed any of the information here, found it valuable, we ask that you go to awesomedynamic.com, and at the bottom there is a Google link here. This will bring you to our Google Plus page, and we'd love if you'd write us a review, a 5-star review, your experience about us. That helps us out and helps us get more customers. So appreciate that. If you leave us your Google listing, we'll leave you a 5-star review as well. So you can email that to us, or just come to our website, use the contact form, give us your information. We'd be happy to do that. The other thing is, wanted to just reiterate the things that we do: search engine optimization, responsive web design, Amazon seller consulting, Google Maps Business View, which is the tours on Google. And I had the Awesome Dynamic Academy up here. And this is our, and I know, Elizabeth, I did speak to you about that at one point. This is very, 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 very close to launching. This is going to be a product, it's $50 a month, and we have all these lessons that you're able to get self-taught on SEO. So we have lots of videos. In fact, part of what we did today on the broadcast is going to be one of the videos for one of these lessons. So we're constantly adding to this, adding value to these different lessons on how to increase your presence online. Robin, did I miss anything? I think there was something that we always said we wanted to do in the wrap-up. I talked about the reviews. I recapped some of our services. Is there anything that I missed?
Maybe just sign up for the email list.
Ah, yes. So if you go to, thank you, if you go to awesomedynamic.com, we have the Get on the Awesome list here, and if you put your name and email address on there, we'll make sure that you get our newsletters weekly. We not only tell you about our upcoming webinars, but also link you to a lot of the valuable blog posts, and Robin's got quite a few of those on here, and so does Blake. Not only are we blogging about updates to Google, different things you could do to improve your search presence, but Elizabeth, we also have information on Amazon on here too, so we're constantly posting different things that you might need to know about what's going on in there. So
It's a lot of articles that you can't find anywhere else on the internet as well.
That's right. Because we're awesome, right, Robin?
Because we're awesome.
That's right. That's right. So we put those in our newsletter as well, or you can just come to the site and check them out, of course. You know, there's the blog icon up there. But we include those in those newsletters. So if you sign up on our awesome list, we'll make sure that you're just as awesome as we are. Anything else, Blake, Terry, that you want to comment on?
I'm good. Good, sir.
No, I'm good too. Great webinar today. I'm glad. Pardon me. Glad people came to join us, and come back next time.
Okay, sounds good. And I unrestricted everybody's video feed, so everybody can wave goodbye. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at 12:30, and then we're also going to skip the week of Thanksgiving, unless you guys want to do a special Thanksgiving episode.
With turkey.
With turkey and beer. All right. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.